In this video I'm going to be showing you how to use the campaign file for the profile Nuke X8 strategy template. In the previous video on my YouTube channel, you hopefully have watched this video already, which is the same template file, but it's actually shows you the setup process for actually creating the recyclable campaign file. Now in this video what I'm going to be doing is showing you the exact same template. I know it looks slightly different to the one in the previous video, but it is the same template. I've just rearranged some of these modules to make it a bit more easy to see visually in terms of what on earth is going on to your money site when you use this template. Now, in order to get the finished product in terms of the actual recyclable campaign file, you'll need to go over to my site, which is over here, SEnukeX. You can see the full URL for strategy templates. Now, the previous video, in terms of setting up this campaign file, I've got here, if you wanted to set it up and certainly customize it with your own settings. Now the actual campaign file that you're going to need is over here, so we're just going to click on that. As you can see, it's prompting me to download and extract this zip file, so I'm just going to click OK. And I'm going to extract this to my desktop. You can obviously extract it anywhere you like, but I'm just going to put it on the desktop because it's a lot easier to find when things are on the desktop, if it's not too cluttered. Okay. Now once you've done that, basically we're going to come straight over to SEnukeX. Now we're going to use the import function and choose this, import campaign from file. We're on the desktop already, and there it is, the profile Nuke X8 campaign file. So we're just going to click open now. Campaign import successfully. Click OK. Okay, now this is the actual campaign file. I'm just going to move it in here because I like to keep things organised, as most of you already know. There's that error again. Okay, so you can see here, this is the actual campaign file. All the settings are intact, as explained in the strategy template setup video. Now, the first thing we need to do here is basically start at the top. The plan really is to recreate all of the email addresses within here, and while we're doing that, what we'll have to do is also reselect the Web2 profile sites and then reschedule the project. The actual schedules are here listed, just in case you forget, but I'll show you the way I do it anyway, and the easiest way to remember this. Once those have all been done, then what we're going to do, we're going to go through these forum profile modules 1 to 8, and we're going to change the spun content within each of those modules. Then we're going to go through these forum profile account creation projects, and then we're going to update the usernames and email addresses within all 8 of these, so that they correspond to the newly created 8 accounts in here. So once we've done those, the final step then will be to modify, well, not so much modify, but to update the spun data in these Web2 profiles. And obviously if you watched the previous video, you know how I do that. It's basically using this tool here, the bio spinner. Okay, so I'll leave this minimized for the time being. We'll come to this in a moment. So let's get started. So first of all, like I said, we're going to start at the top. Just double click this to open it up, and what we're going to do, we're going to click generate random profile. This isn't disappearing, never mind. Click generate random profile, and then just create email address, and choose this option here to create a Hotmail, and then click yes. Okay. Okay, so that's been created successfully. You can see there that the email address there, the beginning part certainly corresponds to its username, so that's how you know it's been done. Now, because these account creation projects correspond to the accounts in these Web2 profile modules, what we now need to do is make sure that we select this option here, select all web profile sites, and then we just need to schedule this. Now, because this is account creation project 1, the first one always gets scheduled with whatever the software tells you up here. So you can see it's picked today's date, and it's picked 2 o'clock. At the moment it's 1:10. So it's just pick the next hour really to start this project. So that's fine, leave it as it is, just click save. Okay, that's the first one there. And you can see the schedule's still intact there. And also you'll see a difference here in numbers because it says now 73 sites due. The previous ones from when I actually created this campaign file and put it on my website, there's been an update to the software, so you can see how many new Web2 profile sites have been added here. So certainly once this campaign file has been updated, I'll update it on my site as well. Okay, so that's number 1 done. Now we want to do number 2. Same as before, generate random profile, and then create Hotmail. Click yes. Okay, that one's fine, same as before. You can see the beginning part of the email address matches the username here. So we select all of the web profile sites. Now, because this is account creation project 2, this one's going to be scheduled slightly differently to the first one. What we're going to do, we're going to schedule this one after the forum profile account creation project. Now, because it's number 2 here, again, the way I remember this is that it's 1 number less. So this one's going to be the forum account creation, but project 1. And then just click save. Okay, so that's the first 2 done. Now, normally what happens, what I find is once you've done 1 to 2 of these Hotmail account creations, because my IP address is accessing Bing's server, what they tend to do, and same with Google are especially sensitive to this, if they get too many requests within a small time frame from the same IP address, what they will do is block your IP. So I'm going to generate a random profile here, but before I create this next one, I'm just going to go and change my IP address using a Pro VPN from HMA. And as soon as the new IP address is in there, then I'll go ahead and start creating this Hotmail address. I tend to do this sort of every 2 account creations, simply because you get between 1 and 2 tries. Sometimes, if you're lucky, if you get a good IP address from this VPN, a strong one, shall I say, or one that hasn't been used and abused, then I've seen sort of 5 or 6 account creations come through for the same IP address, which is quite rare, really, to say the least. Okay, that one looks like it's done now. So let's just go create Hotmail. Yes, and see if this one works this time. Oh dear, I may have gone to create that account a bit prematurely because my IP address has only just changed, but we shall see if this still works on this particular try. Yeah, that worked fine. As you can see there, again the username match, the beginning part here matches the username. So select all web profile sites. Now, because this is account creation project 3, we're going to schedule it after the forum account creation, but 1 number less. So it's going to be, because that's free, we're going to make this number 2, which is that one there, and click save. Okay, that's the 3rd one done. I'm going to leave my IP address as it is. Fingers crossed this one should work as well, and then click yeah. And then I'll change my IP address again before I get to account creation project 5. Oh, you can see there. Bing didn't like that one because obviously here the username is different to the username up there. So obviously this has still got the previous details. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the old change IP address thingy again. Okay, and also because that was a failed attempt, I've actually just used these details to try and get a Hotmail account via Bing. So because that one was failed, what I then do is create a new random profile, because the previous details I'll have record of that now. So I'm going to put brand new details in there now. I've got new IP address changed over, so we're going to try again now. And really, when you have problems creating this Hotmail address, the solution is this: to generate a new random profile, and then right click here and change your IP address. And keep doing that in combination until obviously you get the successful account creations. Okay, you can see there, the beginning part there matches the username exactly, so we know that was a successful account creation. Same as before, select all web profile sites, and then schedule after, so this is number 4, so it'll be one number less. So you want to go to the forum, and it'll be one number less, number 3, and then click save. Okay, that one's done. Right, now we're going to do number 5. Gonna have another bash with the same IP address, just to see if I can get away with another one. Okay, yeah, that one went through as well. Very good. You can see the username matches there. So select all web profile sites, and this is number 5, account creation. So we're going to schedule this after forum account creation at number 4, which is that one there. Click save. Okay, it's number 5. I'm just going to change my IP address. I suppose you could just go ahead and have a go again. But I know I've done at least 2 of our IP address now, so it's time to change it. Okay, yeah, so that's connected. So as soon as you get this message up, then you know it's you're good to go. This one seems to be taking forever. I should imagine that this one's probably going to come back as, oh, surprisingly. Okay, that one works, great. Okay, select all web profile sites, and this is number 6, so we're going to schedule this one after forum number 5. Forum of account creation number 5, and then click save. Okay, close that one down. Number 7. Okay, that one's done as well. You can see again the beginning part there matches the username exactly. So we're going to select all web profile sites, and this is account creation project 7. So we're going to schedule this again one number less. So it'll be form number 6. That one there. Click save. Okay, last one. I'm going to chance it. I'm not going to change my IP address. I'm going to see if Bing gives me a new Hotmail account. Let's see what they do. And I've got to say, I mean, in terms of this, campaign file, the longest part is this. The team over at SEnukeX have made the software so easy to use in terms of automating certain processes that everything else is now super easy, which makes unfortunately this tedious process of creating these accounts seem even longer than they actually are. Okay, yeah, so you just check the beginning part, that matches the username, so you know that was created successfully. Now we're going to select all web profile sites and schedule this again one number less, so that's account creation project 8. We're going to do it after forum profile number 7, and then click save. Close that one. Okay, now just to check that everything's okay. Firstly, normally how it should look is the first schedule should just have a date and a time on there, and then the next ones from 2 all the way through to 8, they should all obviously look like the following, and they should run in sequence. As long as obviously these account creation projects run in sequence, then these should run in sequence from 1 all the way through to 7. And then the other check to do is to make sure that the sites number here, where it says 73 sites due, they should all be the same. So as long as all that's intact, then you know for sure that process has been done correctly. Okay, so again, we're just going to work our way down. Now we're going to go into these forum profiles, 1 to 8, and the only modification that needs to be done here is just to create some new spun bio. So this is where the bio spinner comes in handy. So we're just going to go into forum profile 1. Now you can see here when you download the campaign file, it's already got some spun information here. This is obviously from the last time I created the campaign file. But considering that the videos for these templates are public on YouTube, and access to the campaign files are public on my website, it's really not a good idea to leave these as they are, because obviously over time more and more people are going to be following this video and using this same campaign file and recycling the same content here. So after a few hundreds or even thousands of people have done this, then obviously the value of this content here is going to be seriously devalued. So what I strongly suggest is obviously using a bio spinner or some equivalent, and simply just copy and pasting the new About Me section from there over into this little box here. Now there's nothing else really that needs to be done. All the settings are intact from before. Now, because there was an update to the software recently, this is the only other thing that you need to do, which is just to click here, all sites. Now, obviously, the number here, it did go up, not by much, but only by 2. But when there's major updates, then obviously, I've seen this jump up by like 100 or even 150 sites, depending on what the team over at SEnukeX are doing with the software. So, just as I suppose to create a habit of doing this correctly, once you pasted this content in here, then also just click on this all sites button as well, and that's it, and just click close. Now we're going to do the same for the rest of these. So oops, hang on, it would help if I generated a new one, wouldn't it? Right. And just paste that in there, click all sites, close that. Okay, now number 3, going to copy and paste again and select all sites and close that. Number 4, select all sites, close that one. Number 5, you may have noticed that I like to alternate between male and female. No real particular reason why. I just like to, I should imagine they've got 2 databases here for each, so I just like to cycle through each just to get as much variety in here as possible. Oh, all sites, don't forget to select that. Number 6. number 7. Why does that one look familiar? Oops. Okay. And number 8. Oops. And all sides. Okay, so that's 1 to 8 forums. They've all been updated. Okay, next we want to do is these account creations. Like I mentioned before earlier in this video, we've already created new email addresses and username details in here. So what we now want to do is make sure that these 8 account creations for the forums have those new details in there. So you just click on it, go to account creation profile, and then click this button. Obviously, the make sure that account creation project 1 selected. It should already be selected because this campaign's already been set up before anyway, so these settings should be intact. So you just click here, and you notice that the details here have all been changed and updated. And and click all sites again, just out of habit really, but you can see it's not really changed, there's not really much difference here, but just out of habit, just click all sites every time as well. Number 2, as you can see here, it's already got account creation project 2 there. You just need to click here, use profile details, and it's updated again. Click all sites. Number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Oh, I forgot to do the all sites. Number 7, and last one here, number 8, all sites. Okay, so they're all done. There's nothing to do here, and the pingers as well, you can leave all of those as they are. There's no extra mods to do there. So now we've just got the last 8 to do. So same with the forum profiles that we did earlier on. All we want to do is update this information here, and in this case you can see, this is the reason why I say to always select all sites. You can see here that since I last created this recyclable campaign file, you can see that there's been some updates to the software, because these sites are not selected, but the ones below you can see they're all got ticks in there. So this is the reason why I say to always select all sites, just out of habit, just so that you always make sure that when you create these campaign files, that or rather when you update the campaign file, that it's got the full list of sites in there. Okay, so we're just going to copy the bio over, the about me information, and select all sites. Okay, and there you go. You can see it's gone up to 77 now. Number 2. All sites. Number 3. All sites. And the other thing to note as well here as well, this is a big reason why this template is so powerful. I mean, look at the PR values of these sites. And let me just sort this by PR. This is what makes this software SEnukeX so powerful. Here I've got 77. Well, it's given me access to 77 sites. Got PR8s, PR7s, PR6s. I mean, look at the quantity and the PageRank values of these sites. I mean, the lowest PageRank site here in the Web2 profile section is a PR4. So, using this template, just the Web2 profile section alone, you're going to get 77 links from 77 sites with at least a PageRank of 4. So, just this section alone, the Web2 profile is seriously powerful. Seriously powerful. Okay, I've just lost track of where I was, so I'm just going to paste this in. Yeah, that's all selected. Okay. Alright, so that's number 3 done. Number 4. All sites. Number 5. All sites. Okay, that is the last one. Okay, now that campaign file is now good to go. All of these details have been changed now. The Web 2 profiles or forum profiles. These all have brand new unique content in there now for the About Me sections. All of these brand new accounts here as well. All these other schedules are intact because because the campaign file's been imported. There's nothing to do here really with any of these other schedules and so on. Now the last thing that you'll need to do in terms of when you decide to launch this campaign is the URLs tab. Now if you go in here where the money site URL list is, just double click on there. You'll see here that it's just got some generic information. I put the URL in, url.com, and I've just put some sample keywords in there as the anchor text. So all you need to do in here is you can either just edit the URL like so, and update that with your target URL, and also go in here, edit the anchor, and that will change the anchor text here. And here you can put in your spun keywords. I've been experimenting with this actually. I put in a spun a set of spun keywords here with I think there's about 150 different keywords in here, and it took it. I put it in there and it took it, which is great. It's great because with one of my other templates, what I'm experimenting with at the moment is I use this batch add option. I take all my tier 1 non-index links. I put in like 300, 400 at a time in here, and click add, just paste them in, and then click add. And then once you've got all of these URLs there, all your tier 1 links, actually let's just give you an example. Oops. Let's say for example, the scenario that these are all of your tier 1 link URLs. Basically what you can then do is click the top one, hold down the shift key, click the bottom one. Now if these are all tier 1 links going to the same money site, say for example my health insurance site, if these are all my tier 1 links that were pointing to my health insurance site, then what I'd do is I'd right click on there, edit anchor, and then here I'd put in, well, I just put in my new anchor text. But like I said, I put in like spun versions here of 100, 150 related keywords to my site. As soon as I click OK, you can see here it's updated the anchor text for all of them. So this is really a great little tool here in itself. This little window here where you can you can pretty much do anything you like. You can put in one URL and have one set of keywords targeting this URL, then put your second URL in and have a completely different set of keywords in here targeting that URL. And basically what this template is going to do, once you've got your links in there, your URL and anchor text, if you go back to the template, let's get rid of this. What it's going to do every time it creates a link on a forum profile or on any of these Web 2 profiles, it's going to randomly choose any of these combinations in your money site URL list. It will take one URL and one of the spun anchor text. Then it'll take another URL and another spun anchor text. So this is a seriously powerful template in that respect, because you can, like I said, with one link per post, this will generate just over 3,000 links. If you're going to be using the campaign file like this, where you've got say a few hundred URLs, then what I'd suggest doing then is not use one link per post. I would suggest using at least 3 links per post, or even 5 links per post. You can certainly go more aggressive here. That's if you're going to be using this to target tier 1 URLs. Even if you have lots of different money site URLs, say for example you have a YouTube channel and a Twitter profile and a Facebook page, and then you have your normal pages from your website as well. Obviously, there's going to be lots of variety there in terms of your URLs. So, depending on the number of URLs you have, if you have at least 5 URLs in there, at least 5 or more, then with this template, you can choose 5 links per post. Because then what that will tell the software to do is to drop at least, up to 5 links in here, up to 5 links in here in the Web 2 profiles, and those 5 links will be chosen randomly from these 5. So the more URLs in here that you have, the more variety you'll get when you start dropping 5 links per post in all these. And remember, if 1 link per post generates 3,000 links, well, 3,300 links, then clearly 5 links per post with this same campaign file is going to generate 15,000 links. which is pretty sick, really, when you think about it. And that's just from one campaign file. I mean, you can see how long it's taken to actually, from beginning to end, actually recycle this campaign file, with new accounts and update all the individual details. It doesn't take that long to set up this campaign. Within, say, 10 minutes, maybe even 15 minutes work, you can have one campaign set up, and, it can generate between 3,000 and even 15,000 links to any URLs you like, using any anchor text you like. And remember, as I showed you in the, actually, let's go back to the list of sites here. I've shown you already the Web 2 profiles. There's 77 sites here. The lowest page rank value site was a PR4. Let's have a look at what they've got going on in the forum profiles. Now, you got 339 sites in here. If you scroll down here, you can see the PR values here. I mean, look how many are like PR4, 5s, and then 6s. Then you got the V Bulletin platform. You can see again that there's only one PR1 in there and a 2. Majority of those are 3, 4s, 5s. These are seriously high PR sites. PHPBB, there's a few there, but still, look, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. SMF, I mean, there's only one PR0 and a couple of PR1s. The rest are PR3 upwards. So really and truly, the database that's available within SEnukeX, you can't match it to any other software. You just can't. And in terms of how much work needs to be done, with this template, recycling campaign file, I'd say within 20 minutes you can have one of these set up, and it's good to go to build between 3,000 and even 15,000 one-way links to your site from very, very high PR sites. 20 minutes work, and the minimal cost that you're going to spend on capture creating these accounts. I don't think there is any other tool out there or any other link building service that can match what this campaign can do, what this campaign file can do.